Hi, this is Mark from VRBO Outstanding and Vacation Home Mastery. This week's episode, we're going to discuss what happens when we get multi-week or a month-long booking, midweek stays, number of toilet paper rolls and paper towel rolls, etc. How do you handle this? It's important, so stay tuned. And welcome back. Now, some of you will book places. I know with us, we do weekly bookings, okay? It's a requirement in our city for our license, 7 nights. And sometimes we get 2 weeks, sometimes 3 weeks, okay? And we've been inquired to get 1 month bookings. And some of you are the same way. You'll get 2-week bookings, 3-week bookings, 4-week bookings, okay? Some of you, maybe you're not even in vacation areas. You're just doing short-term rentals, but you get some midterm stays, maybe a month long for people traveling for work, etc. That's really cool. People always ask in the Facebook groups, what's expected? How many toilet paper rolls do I leave? How many paper towels rolls do I leave? What about towels themselves if you don't have a washer and dryer? What about mid-week stays or weekly cleanings, I should say, midweek cleanings, weekly cleanings, every 2-week cleanings if it's a month, etc. How do you do this? Okay, I'm going to discuss that throughout this episode, but the most important thing I'm going to etch in your head right now is what people expect is what you discuss and agree upon before they book. Now, here's the thing. If they do an instant booking and don't ask prior and just instantly book, that's on them, okay? And we'll discuss how to handle that. But most people, if they're coming for a couple weeks or a month, they're probably going to reach out with a couple questions, okay? And if someone says, hey, we're looking to come for the month of April, great. We'd love to have you. Thank you for, we always do thank you for your inquiry. Love to host you at our place. And you'll probably want to broach the subject if they don't, okay? Now, what you're going to say is, hey, you know, what we usually do for monthly stays, and this is where it's your discretion, okay? Some hosts who do a lot of monthly stays or multi-week stays, they're used to it, and they'll leave extra toilet paper, extra paper towels, etc. We leave enough toilet paper and paper towels for our guests where this should last you a week. If you need more, there's a store across the street. You can buy more on your own, but honestly, you know, these rolls of toilet paper for the number of people in the home should easily last you a week, okay? If you're going to Taco Bell every day, can't help you there, all right? So, when people have asked for more toilet paper, we just explain, look, we leave, I think it's 4 rolls for the week, for each week, for 8 guests at one house and 6 at the other. And actually, let me rephrase that. At the Oasis, it sleeps 8. We leave 4 rolls. And at the Heart of Marada, it sleeps 6, and I believe we leave 6 rolls, okay? If they ever ask us for more toilet paper, we just say we leave enough for a week. If you need more, and you know, that's on you. That you're on your own. Now, paper towels, we leave 1 roll per kitchen. Okay, we say that because at the Oasis there's 2 kitchens. If you need more paper towels, you're going to need to go across the street. Now, we leave dish towels as well. They should be using dish towels. But what we also use, this is where you take note, is we have a basket of rags, okay? So all the towels that you have that are stained, those white towels that aren't white anymore, what do you guys do with them? You know what we do? We get a Sharpie, and it doesn't last that long, but we write rags on them, okay? Or we make a mark so our cleaners know these aren't for regular use, okay? We clean them every week. We put them in the basket called rags. So if someone spills something on the floor, we don't want them to use our dish rag from the kitchen. We don't want them to use paper towels. Grab a rag, okay? If it's Kool-Aid and it's all red, I don't care. It's a rag, okay? And if it's too horrible to clean, we throw it away because guess what? We're going to have more rags soon because more people are going to mess up towels. It's inevitable. And it's free. So that's our little tip for that. Now, when it comes to towels themselves, we've got washer and dryers at our properties. If people have washers and dryers, leave them. What I like to do is get a small container of laundry detergent, okay? And the reason why is because if you leave them a big one, they're gonna use it all or they're gonna take it home. So what we do is we leave the smaller ones and we just fill it up with the larger jugs each time, okay? And this way, for the week that they're staying, they're not abusing it. And if they need more, again, they can go across the street and they can buy more, okay? Some people like to do lots of laundry on vacation. I don't know. Now, suppose you've got people staying for 2 weeks or a month. Now, a month, I would require at least one cleaning, if not two, for two reasons. Number one, it's gonna look nasty if you don't. Number two is you want eyes inside. If they're staying there a month, they could do a whole lot of damage, okay? So you definitely want to get in there. So if you have them staying a month, I would recommend probably every 10 days. So the first 10 days, the second 10 days, and then the checkout is the other 10 days. I would divide it up like that. And I would definitely charge the guest, okay? Now, what you can do is you can say, we're not going to give you a month discount for staying a month, but we're going to include 2 mid-cleaning stays. I always stumble on that, mid-cleaning stays for free. And normally it's $800, so we're gonna save you $800 in cleaning fees instead of taking a discount off of the booking, okay? But you always wanna make sure you tell them what those mid-stay or I'm stumbling on that. Mid-stay cleanings are, what they cost, okay? So they're getting that value. Now, you always want to discuss this up front, but suppose you don't, okay? So the client books, the guest books, and you didn't have a discussion on this, and they booked for a month, okay? It's at that point, as soon as they book, you reach out to them. Thank you very much for your booking. By the way, we noticed that you stayed for a longer than typical stay. What we'd like to do is let you know that, and this is where you go with whichever way you want to handle it. We want to let you know that we provide a starter roll of toilet paper, paper towels, etc., and it usually lasts about a week. After that week, it's your responsibility to replenish that supply. There's a place across the street you can go and get that. Or, if you want, you can say, thank you for your booking, but we only provide enough toilet paper and paper towel for the week, but since you booked it for a month and you didn't give us a chance to offer you a small discount, what we're gonna do is provide you with extra toilet paper, paper towel, so that you don't have to worry about that during your stay. It'll be handled for you. Because let's face it, if they book for a month and you normally take, 10% off for a month-long booking, and they booked without getting 10% off, give them free toilet paper and paper towels. But it's gonna be your discretion. These things are not a lot of money. Now during COVID, getting toilet paper was a challenge, but luckily we don't have that issue anymore. So the reality is this: you want to have communication open. I've talked about that in another episode. You never want to communicate. You always want to over-communicate. So as soon as they book, set the expectations, okay? If they're booking for 2 weeks, hey, wanted to let you know, if you want to have a quick little midweek stay, we don't do our full cleaning, obviously, because your stuff is there. We don't want to get in your way. But we can have the cleaners come and just do a little touch-up. Normally, we charge $350 for this, but I'd like to provide you this service at no cost. Is that okay with you? Some people may not want to have the cleaners in there, so you want to give them an opt-out. But you ask them, is it okay with you? Most people are going to say, yes, we'd love that. Thank you. We're always glad to provide this to make sure you're going to enjoy your 5-star stay at our property. Whenever you can communicate with guests, you always remind them that they're going to enjoy their 5-star stay. They're not going to enjoy their vacation. They're not going to enjoy their trip to Islamorada. They're going to enjoy their 5-star stay. And they're going to get that message on every single email I send them. Before they get there, when they're there, and after they leave, okay? When you tell people that enough times, it's in their head. They've got a 5-star stay. They're going expecting it, and they're gonna get it because you're an awesome host. And you're an awesome host because you're staying with me every week, and I appreciate that. So remember, hit like, comment, subscribe. Enjoy our channel. We're going to see you again next week.